YouTube? This is your boy Big Al right back at you with this tutorial right here, number 2 on top with a zero fade. This is my buddy Tony. He's one of my barbers. He's also one of my models that I've used in some of my competitions already. This is a guy that I used him 2 years ago when I won the fastest fade at the IEC show in 2016. Kind of sped the video up a little bit so that we can move quickly through it, but what I'm doing right here is I'm just running a number two metal on top. When you do fades, guys, if you're gonna do a number 2, number 3, number 1.5, or number 1, always use metal clips. Metal clips work a lot better than plastic clips, especially on top. I think it just comes out tighter. What I'm doing right here is I'm using my balder and I turn it upside down, and what I'm doing is creating my first guideline. As you can see, my balder is right on point. I mean, it just knocks all the hair down completely right down to the skin. I've said it before, guys, get yourself a balder. Save you guys some trimmer money, trimmer blade money, because the balder is really good at creating that first guide. What I like to do now after I'm done doing my guide, I like to get my trimmer, and what I like to do is create what I call my shave line. What I do is I go with my trimmer up and down up to where I created my guideline, and that's going to be my shave line where I'm going to shave up to when I use my shaver. Next step is to get my 1 clip with my lever open, which makes it a 1.5. The 1.5 blends into 2 on the top, so I just go straight up to the side of the crown. And after that, what I do is I drop my lever down to a close, which makes it a 1, and then I go up almost to the same point, maybe a little bit less high as I did with my 1.5. Next step is for me to get my machine with no clip on, lever open, which is a 1/2, and then what I'm doing is going up maybe like 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch. Then I close my blade 1/4 of the way, and I go back up to almost the same spot, not as high. Then I close my lever 1/4 of the way one more time, and then I go up halfway. Then I close the lever all the way, and I'm just trying to tap the bottom line. The bottom line is not going to come up with my zero gap machine, so what I like to do now is grab my trimmer, and with my trimmer I'm just going to dot it, just basically just rake the bottom shadow. The bottom shadow should just come right up. The next step is to grab my 1/2 clip with the lever open, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go slide, rake the shadow, that center shadow that you see, the dark shadow. What I'm doing is raking it back up to where I went with my 1.5. Then I'm going to close my lever halfway, and then I'm going to rake it back up, just trying to hit that center shadow all together. As you can see, I'm just raking it, and as I'm raking it, I can see that the shadow's coming right up. Now I'm here right through it, so I'm just going right back and just doing a little minor adjustment. What I did is I got my machine and I opened it halfway. No clip on, and then I'm just hitting that center shadow, just fading it up. So now we're back to the back of the head, and the back of the head is the same thing. We grab the trimmer and we're gonna do our shave shadow line that I make. Just going up and down with it. Once I'm done with that, now I'm gonna grab my 1 clip, lever open. I'm gonna go back up to the crown of the head again. Same thing, same steps as I did on the side, I'm going to do in the back, and then I'm going to do on the other side. Once I'm done with that, I close my lever. Now I'm at 1, and I'm just going halfway up. As I'm going up, I'm just kind of fading it up, getting ready for my next step. Now again, we're back again with my 1/2, lever open, and I'm going about 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch up. As I do that, I lower my machine 1/4 of the way, and I go back up to the same spot again. Then I lower it 1 more 1/4, and then I go up halfway this time. Then I lower it all the way close, and I'm just hitting the bottom of the line. Again, now that bottom shadow doesn't come up, so now we grab our trimmer, and then we're just going to lightly rake that bottom shadow. As you can see, all I do is push up on it, and it comes right up. Once I'm done with that, now I grab my machine and I come back with it with the lever halfway open, and I'm just going back up to the same where I went with my 1/2 open. Up to the same spot right there. As you can see, I'm just focusing on the bottom of the fade. Now again, we go with our half clip lever open, and basically we're going back up to the same spot we went with the 1.5. As I do that, I lower my lever quarter of the way, and I'm just hitting that center shadow. As I'm hitting the center shadow, you can see it just coming right up. Now we're back over to the other side. Again, my trimmer, and I'm creating my shave shadow line. That's where I'm going to shave up to. First, I start off with a trimmer. Right here, I put on my 1 clip, lever open, and I'm just going up with a 1.5 again. 1.5 first. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to hit it with the 1. I close my lever, and it's the 1 now. Just blending it out. Moving quickly again. Now we're going with no clip, half open, and I'm just going to go 3/4 of an inch to an inch up. As I'm doing that, I'm lowering my lever quarter of the way, and I'm fading out that bottom line. Now I'm going to grab my trimmer, and again, I'm going to just rake that bottom shadow, getting that bottom line. As you can see, the fade starting to take shape now. Once we're done with that, now I grab my trimmer, and I'm just dotting that bottom line, just raking it, making sure that there's no line there at all. Next, I grab my machine, no clip, and I'm just basically just trying to blend in as much as I can, get that center shadow out. Now I grab my Wahl 5-star finishing shaver, and I'm just gonna shave up to my shave line. This is why when I do my fades, I always create a shave shadow, so that when I shave my fades, I always shave up to that shadow and it all blends in. Another reason why I do that is that it just, I shave everybody. I shave almost every fade that I do. I try to end it with a shave, with a shaver shave. The only time I actually use a straight razor is when a customer requests it. I do have customers that always request it. You know, some customers want the straight razor, then they want the shaving machine right after, so you get double the effect. But if I do my fades, I always shave them with a shaver. Even if I do a little kid, if the little kid can sit there and put the shaver on them, and let me put the shaver on them, then I'll leave them exactly that smooth as I do an adult customer. It just all depends on my customer and whether the customer allows me to do it, you know. And I just find it that your fades come out nice and tight. So this customer right here was my buddy Tony, which is not a customer, he's one of my barbers. But what we're doing right here is we're gonna do his beard too. And what I'm doing with the beard is I'm just hitting it with the 1.5, just evening it all out before I line it up. And the beard, the mustache, just taking it all down to one length before I line it up. Again, guys, on this right here, I use my Oster, and the reason why I use an Oster is because of the metal clips. I just find that metal clips cut a lot nicer, a lot tighter than plastic clips, especially when it comes to the 1.5 and the 2. For some reason, I find it that they're a lot easier to use than using the plastic 1.5 and 2. So right here now I grab my trimmer, and what I'm doing is just basically making a line, shaving up to his jawline. And once I do the jawline, then I'm gonna do the top of the beard, as you're seeing right there. Then I go straight to the bottom of the lip. Then I go above the lip. And I'm not taking too much off. I'm just kind of just lining up and making it nice and straight. Just a real quick, simple beard trim. Nothing big. So the same as the head, I do one side of the face and then I move myself to the other side. Now you see I'm lining it up, just keeping it right under the jawline. It's kind of like a thick chin strap type of beard, you know, real simple, real quick. Now I'm gonna line up the lip, and then I go above the mustache. Remember, you guys that are just starting out, when you guys do a haircut, you should always offer to do a beard trim. That's extra money in your pocket. I mean, and you're letting it walk out if you're not offering it to the customers. I mean, at my shop, we charge a certain price and we charge extra for beard trims. So together, you get a discount if you do them together, you know. But that's something that you youngsters have to learn to sell yourself. Offer those extra services to your customer. That way, you guys could get it. Right here, what I'm doing is I just put some shave gel on him, and now what I'm just gonna do is to tighten up that line on the above the beard, above the chin strap. And if you do that little extra right there, it just makes it pop, makes that sharp line, and makes it look a lot nicer. Now I'm doing the other side, same thing. Just put a little shave gel and just lining it up right there, making my line nice and sharp. That's pretty much it for this haircut, guys. It's simple, number 2, 0. You know, now right here what I'm doing is just going back and doing a little cleanup on the sides and making sure that my fade looks nice and tight. That's pretty much it right there, guys. Again, guys, if you like my videos, you like my channel, please subscribe, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. It's all good. We're here for you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I can answer them. Thank you, guys. See you guys on the next video.
Big Mix.